know we have all heard that Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. Yeah, for the past few days now, the election have been held since Saturday. Yes, we have all come to know. If you are on social media yet, I know people will post for you to see, but that's not the reason why I am here. Before the Nigeria election will go on, if you go to Nigeria, especially in Nigeria and some part of Ghana, during the 31st night and other part, people were prophesying that yes, Peter Obi is going to be the president of Ghana. In fact, we had pastors, men of God, who were so eager, prophesying, giving prophecies, words of God, that this is what they know. Even Apostle Suleiman even said that during some time ago before Buhari will come, he said, Jonathan, your time is up. Another change is coming. And yes, Buhari came into power. So this time he was like, the time has come for Buhari, for another person to come into power, which we all know that it was Peter Obi. And yes, the elite of Nigeria, the people, the heart of the youth was for Peter Obi. But you see, when you go to Nigeria, there is a word, a man of God. That is the video I want us to go and play. This is a video a man of God is talking about that. Yes, when Peter Obi, all pastors in Nigeria, especially other part of Nigeria, because we have some Nigeria pastors who lived in UK, US, who are having their churches and all that, and were giving nice prophecies that there's going to be change. Because looking at Tinubu, even during campaign, Tinubu does not look like a healthy person that can be. In fact, it's not about the things he's capable of doing. They needed a vibrant person and a person with credibility. And Tinubu is old, a person that when he goes for campaign, you have to hold him before he walks. Does this person has to come and lead about 230 million people? Come on, can we be serious to ourselves? So yet, Obi being the youngest among them and being a person that they know, they all say he is a stingy man, leaving about 75 billion into the coffers of the government account, then this person has a good credibility, we must say. And that is the kind of leader Africa is looking for. And Nigeria being let's say the face of Africa when it comes to economy and all that, you know, yes, they needed a person like this to rule. But this man of God says something in his video. And what is this man of God trying to say? He says that when men of God were prophesying about Peter Obi winning, you see, whatever you see in the realms of the spirit and whatever you see in your dream, it is not how it happens physically. You have to work towards it spiritually, so that whatever you saw in the spirit or you see in your dream has to come physically the same way it has to be. But yet, everybody was prophesying, seeing and all that Peter B is going to be the president. But they forget that certain people rule in that country. Certain people decide who should be a president. Looking at the scepter or the reign of Nigeria, there are certain people who decide who should be the president. You can be the people's choice. You can be the heart of the people. But when certain people in government decide for you not to come, then you are not coming. No matter what you have seen in your dreams. Let me tell you something. You can have a good dream of being a better person, but somebody can change it if your care is not taken. And this man of God is trying to say that no, when we were prophesying happily, we did not work towards Peter Obi becoming the real president. We were talking or dreaming he will become. We were all just prophesying. They were all just prophesying. And the man was like, as we are all just prophesying, the question is, will it come into reality? As we are all saying, since we have gurus, certain people who decide who should become a president, even though people vote in Nigeria. Let's watch this video, please.
The Lord said the most popular person in Nigeria will not win the general election.
It
must come, the person must come from Abia State. But there will be massive rigging. That the person will not get it. But if the person can be vigilant, consult spiritual authorities, he will win. If that does not happen, there will be history in Nigeria again. An old man will win within some few minutes, some few time. His vice president will take off. This is not the agenda of God.
The Nigerians here, when we close, I'd like to meet you, okay? I'd like to see every one of you and tell you something so that we can pray for Nigeria. The best person for that election, of course, is Obi. The best person. But if we don't pray, we'll have a shock of our lives. I was telling a bishop friend, I said, the way every man of God is busy endorsing, it's not just endorsement. They must do their spiritual work also. You remember what happened to Trump? All the evangelicals came out prophesying Trump will win. Before we knew it, Trump lost. Then some people were calling angels from Africa to salvage the situation. We have to learn. He's the best candidate for Nigeria. But as I stand here, he's not on the chair. But he's the best candidate. So something must be done. The person that is sitting on the chair is not the person that is supposed to be on the chair. So prayer must go into it. But I realize everybody is just talking. Election is not just won by talking. What Nigeria and Ghana needs is not a political juggernaut. What we need is a deliverer. That's why God...
You see, this is a lesson to all of us. You see, not just by the election that has gone on in Nigeria, but what are we taking as a lesson here? You can be prophesied in the church. They can say good things about you that have been seen in the spiritual realm that is about your life. If you don't work towards it, you will fail. You will have the shock of your life. And I'm sure, yes, Nigerians before this election were saying our vote will count, because the INEC, when you are in Ghana, who we always called the EC, Electoral Commission, the INEC also stand as a body of Electoral Commission in Nigeria. And this INEC created an app that is said that now the people's voice will be heard. Why? Because they have created an app. The moment you vote, there is a national, it's going to be on national television or an INEC portal, that the moment people are voting and they are collecting it from every unit, it will be showing and accumulating on those portals for you to see how the election results are going. But you know something? Yes, it did not go the way Nigerians wanted. That word was a thing that they told Nigerians so that it will make them feel that the INEC is in support of a credible election and a true and fair election in the country. But not knowing it is a way to manipulate the election. Because whilst the election was going on, some people were having problems, the network is not working, so some people's, whilst you are voting and all that, some people's votes were not counted. So the INEC has become another reason that INEC has played with the youth of Nigeria. INEC has played with the future of Nigeria. And people are making videos, because I've seen a video of Akanayo talking outside. I know, let the heart of the youth of Nigeria be calm. It is not about talking or following a heart to go in a riot, but it is about finding solution to our problems. And INEC has to explain to Nigerians how this thing has happened to them, because every reasonable Nigerian knows that Tinubu is not the heart of what Nigerians and the people of Nigeria want. Well, if you're a Nigerian, I would say take heart. And yes, being a riot or trying to retaliate in this thing in a way of having havocs and all those stuff will not be the benefit of the country. But you see, I am not in Nigeria, but I have heard people who knows and have heard things that happens in Nigeria, that if you are in Nigeria election is based on the north. Tinubu is from the north. Tinubu is from the party that has the support from the north. We have had previous videos that they cause people from the north that they are giving them month and 10,000 naira to vote for just Tinubu without thinking about the future of Nigeria. Well, the people of the southwest of Nigeria, being the Igbos, southeast of Nigeria, being the Yorubas, have the whole heart in supporting Peter Obi. But you see, the surprise thing is, with a man called Atiku, you see, Tinubu has won, and we are all questioning Tinubu's winning. But the question is, Atiku is the second person who was also close to Tinubu. Peter Obi is the third person. The question is, the number of votes that Atiku won, this is a person that's credibility in the whole Nigeria and the whole world is questioned. A person that the FBI, international investigation bodies, are trying to check into his ways of life concerning his wealth and all that, and when he was in power, that person is leading a political party, and yet he got millions of people to follow him. We are all complaining, we all in Nigeria are complaining about Tinubu, but the question, the second person in the line was Atiku, but this person's credibility has been questioned. So the question is, who are the people who are for Peter Obi? Since he is being the third person, I guess that Peter Obi should have been the second person in line, since Atiku's credibility was in question. But he was the second person. You people are not talking about it. Meaning you people don't want a change for your country. Because if they have manipulated the election, why is Atiku, whose credibility is lost, being the second in line, and Peter Obi being third? Well, that is Nigeria. I don't know for my country, Ghana, but yet your vote has decided who is the winner of Nigeria. It's sad, but yet let's hope and see how the next 4 years for Nigeria will be. My name is Limo Alikem Kwame Amegan. You can call me Efokent. Here is Xposed GH. Yes, you can subscribe and share our videos. We'll meet and talk again. Bye bye.